This is the brand new Melt Cosmetics Brunet palette, and I don't even know what to say. I've never experienced anything quite like this before. I mean, the amount of kickback. Ah! Let's get into this. So this is a brand new palette. It's a new launch from Melt Cosmetics, and this is called Brunet. Love that. This is gorgeous. You get this massive mirror. These are huge pan sizes. I've never actually played with a Melt Cosmetics palette before. Like, look at the size of these pans. Like, my finger's right there for, you know, a comparison. This is like beautiful. Like, these are massive pans. Like, this could be a really nice contour shade. This is called Tan. This one's called Brunette. I love that. This one's Cork. That's going to be a really beautiful blending shade. I can tell it already. In Buff. I love this, you know, suede color. It's kind of like not quite a white. And I'm going to swatch a bunch of these on the back of... Ooh, that's powdery. Oh, okay. Was not expecting that, that's for sure. I mean, they are very creamy, but yeah, it does kick up a little bit of powder. I'm going to swatch these right here for you guys. Huh. Alright, so there's going to be some blending involved. They are a little chunky. That is gorgeous. Like, stunning. Like, that looks like I foiled the color and it's straight out of the pan. So that is going to be a gorgeous, you know, foil metallic shade. Love that. Alright, you know what? I'm just going to go in. I want to try a couple more of these shades for you guys. Again, that's dusty. Why is it so dusty? Okay, those are such gorgeous brown shades. Can't wait to play with those. But honestly, right here, this massive chunky fallout, that's weird. I don't know what to make of that yet. We're gonna try it out. If there's fallout on my face, well, we know how that's gonna go. Just like always, to start this makeup look, I'm going to do one look for you guys on this eye and another one for you guys on this eye, and we're going to test out this palette. The colors are gorgeous. What bothers me is the crumbly in the palette. Like, that's just odd. I don't even know what to make of that. Starting with the first makeup look, I'm actually going to pick up this one, and it's called Buff. Alright, there's a lot of kickback in the pan. That is a lot of kickback. Wow. Color looks really pigmented, but that is definite. Okay, wow, that's, I don't even know. If I'm speechless because of the amount of poof of, you know, just fallout off my brush when I tap it off, that is definitely not a great sign. Again, I have not tried a Melt Cosmetics palette before, so this is like a first impressions, and I think the colors are gorgeous, and I'm so excited for this palette. But that is like, ooh, okay, let's do it. We're just gonna get in there, we're gonna do it. Let's go in with this Buff shade and just blend that in our crease. All right, that color is stunning. That's impressive. So you get rid of all the kickback. The color looks amazing on the eyelid. Like, that is pigmented, that's gorgeous. So I'm just gonna go back into that Buff color again. All right, we're just gonna deal with that. And I'm just going to put a little bit more here in my crease. I love that shade. All right, that is, like, that shade's amazing. I love that. And like right there, like, that's gold stars for me. Like, that's such a beautiful, beautiful, stunning color. With the same brush, I'm going to go in and pick up this. All right, this is so dusty, I can barely see the shade names for you guys. So I'm just going to try and wipe that off. I'm going to go into this one right here, the color Cork. Now again, I'm using that same Scott Barnes brush. We're just going to dust that off. I'm going to take the color Cork and just go right here under my crease, just to give it some definition. Okay, I thought that would be a little bit more pigmented than it is, but not mad at it. I think it's really cute. I like it. All right, so now I'm gonna use that same brush, the Scott Barnes brush that I'm using, and I'm going to go into this one right here called Brunet. I'm gonna pick up a little bit of this because I know when I swatched it, it was definitely pigmented. I'm just going to place a little bit of this right here in my outer corner. Okay, so these colors are stunning. It's a little patchy right there, but it is blending out. So now I'm gonna go in with this densely packed MAC 283 brush, and I'm just going to pick up this color right here. This one is called Musk, and when I swatched this, it was like I had already foiled it. It was so gorgeous, so I'm super excited for that. You get a lot of product. I'm just gonna tap that off lightly because I don't want that intense glittery fallout on my under eye area. So I'm actually gonna take this and place it right here. Okay, I'm not getting the same color payoff that I did when I applied it with my finger. This is really pretty, so if you're looking for something subtle out of this palette, because it is pretty intense, applying it with the brush is the way to go, but I'm actually going to go in with my ring finger and pick up that same product. So we're using the color Musk. We're just going to apply that right here, starting at our center lid, and then dragging it over to our inner corner. Okay, that's the ticket. That is the stuff I'm looking for. That's gorgeous. All right, let's move on to look number 2. Next, we're going to use that same Scott Barnes blending brush. I'm going to go in with the color Tan, which is a beautiful color that I haven't tried yet. This is going to go right here in our transition. All right, that's beautiful. It's very pigmented. These apply very buttery, which I really like. I'm gonna go in with my ring finger and let's test out Bourbon. I'm so excited for this. I think this color is absolutely stunning. So I'm placing it down on my inner corner and it feels really nice. I like it. That color is stunning. That's shiny. That is so shiny. Okay, I'm just gonna pick up a little bit more. Same color. And, oh, wow. Okay, so there is some fallout with this. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. They are definitely, you know, chunky in the pan. The pan is dusty, my workstation is dusty. That's a beautiful shade. I'm just gonna take a clean blending brush. We're just going to blend in that crease. I love that shade. I think that's a really stunning shade. It's just for the amount of chunkiness with this palette that it's giving me a hard time, but I really like it. With a little pencil brush, I'm going to pick up the color Court. Tap that off. I'm just gonna go in right here under my lower lash line. I don't want anything too intense, just because that color on top of the lid is just, you don't need anything else. All right guys, I'm gonna go in, I'm going to apply the rest of my makeup off camera, and we'll be right back to score this product. We're back. This is the finished look, or looks in this case. Let me know what you guys think of these 2 eyeshadow looks in the comments down below. It's time to give this palette a score. Starting with Fallout. There was so much kickback in the pan. Like, I want to love this. Like, I really do. Like, I really love the color story, but the fallout, the kickback, whoa. Check this out right here. Like, I've got kickback here, here, big clumps of it. Like, it's all over the place. I have kickback over here on my brushes. After I set them down on the table, it's just like, it's all over the place. I'm wearing a dress. It is covered in powder. I'm not kidding. It's crazy. This is something I'm gonna have to give like a 3 out of 10 out of, which kills me, but it is what it is. Next up, application. Actually, it went on buttery smooth, minus, you know, the chunky pieces that I then had to blend out, obviously, but it blended out and I had minimal fallout under my eyes, so I'm gonna have to give this one a 7 out of 10. Let's talk about pigment. Some of the colors are stunning, you know, some of them went on a little patchy, so I'm gonna have to give this one a 6 out of 10. And finally, value. So this is $63 Canadian, which is roughly $8 a shade. I feel it's a little bit pricey for what it is. I think it's a beautiful color story. This palette actually reminds me a lot of the setup for the Urban Decay. And if I remember correctly, I didn't exactly love that one much either, the Wild West one. If you guys haven't seen that video, definitely I'll link it up above for you guys. But I'm gonna have to give this one probably a 5 out of 10 for value, giving us a final score of 21 out of 40. Now, should you buy it, avoid it, or wishlist it? I would wishlist this. I mean, the color story is amazing. There's so much kickback in the pan that freaks me out. It's a personal preference thing. There is actually a brand new product launch. Yeah, there is. From Morphe that is very similar color story to this. So you know what? I'm gonna pick that up for you guys. We're gonna review it, so definitely stay tuned for that. If you wanna see more of my videos, definitely hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. All right guys, until next time, live, love, and lip gloss. Bye guys.